Hello, my name is Joanna Keating-Velasco, and I would like to share a summary preview of my children's book, A is for Autism, F is for Friends, a kid's book on making friends with a child who has autism. I hope you enjoy this little summary of my book.
Hello, my name is Chelsea, and I am 11 years old. I am in the 5th grade. I don't know if you recognize me, but I see you every day at recess. It looks like it might be cool to be one of your friends. Here's the challenge, though. I have a disorder called autism. Autism is called a spectrum disorder, which means that people with autism have a lot of different symptoms and behaviors. Some are more obvious than others. I like to describe autism using a rainbow. There is a huge rainbow of people, each with a variety of abilities, talents, and challenges. Each person with autism is a completely unique individual. No two are exactly the same. Regardless of where a kid falls on that rainbow of autism, making friends and expressing emotions can be tricky. I heard that 1 out of 150 children are born with autism. That's a lot of kids on the autism rainbow. Over 1 million people in the United States today have some form of autism. Also, autism is 4 times more likely in boys than girls. I am in a special day class for students with autism, so I end up being around a bunch of boys most of the day. I don't get a lot of girl time in the classroom. I have told you a little about autism, the disorder. But what about me? I'm just a girl who happens to have autism. In order to help us better understand each other, I'd like to tell you about some of my issues or challenges. Knowing them will help make it easier for us to be friends. First of all, I have a lot of issues with my senses. Remember the 5 senses? The 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. I have an amazing sense of sight. I notice everything when I walk into a room, which can sometimes be too much for my eyes to handle and can make it hard for me to concentrate. My hearing is sometimes amplified, meaning I have the volume set too high. Some noises you may not even notice might be blasting in my ears. I have some major issues with touch, but I do like to shake hands and hug people. My problem is that if you approach to hug me, I might not be ready for that waterfall of energy that goes through my body. The sense of touch is confusing to my body. My sense of smell can be so strong, my dad calls me the bionic nose. Some smells you don't even notice can make me sick. Maybe we're the same in this area. Do some kinds of foods give you the heebie-jeebies? Do some foods totally gross you out? Do you get upset when someone puts food on your dinner plate that looks disgusting to you? Something about me that I find really cool is that I am a visual thinker. I think in pictures. You probably think more verbally or with words. It helps me to be shown pictures or visuals in addition to talking to me. Actually, everybody uses visual helpers. Can you think of some you use? Does your mom ever say this to you? Look at me when I'm talking to you. I get this statement a lot. I have trouble making and keeping eye contact. If you want me to look you in the eyes, I may have trouble listening. It's hard for me to do both at the same time. I feel scared and insecure when I look into people's eyes. You may have seen me rock back and forth, spin, or flap my hands. People have told me it looks strange when I do this, but it makes me feel better. Sometimes my body just feels out of sync, and that is when these kinds of behaviors give me comfort. I bet sometimes you do things that look strange to other people. Can you think of any? You probably get frustrated at times. I do, when I want to tell someone how I feel. I have trouble expressing my feelings. Occasionally, I try to ask for something, but I can't get the words out. I can see a picture in my head of exactly what I want, but the words aren't there. It's like when your computer freezes up or doesn't respond quickly enough. It can be very frustrating having all of these thoughts, feelings, wants, and ideas floating around in my head, pictures, and not being able to share them with others. Can you imagine that? I would like to be your friend. Together, we can learn a lot from each other while we have fun. Maybe if you see me at the mall, at McDonald's, or in the playground, you could stop by and say hello to me. Let's get to know each other. Some people have told me that people with autism are like a puzzle piece, trying to fit in. I'm not sure about that, but if that's the case, I hope you will help me complete the puzzle by being my friend.
To learn more about autism awareness or to order your copy of A is for Autism, F is for Friend, a kid's book on making friends with a child who has autism, go to www.aisforautism.net.